The next user to try out the challenge was Mr. Nite97m. And by the time that I invited him to complete the challenge, I'd worked out quite a few kinks. For example, it was no longer impossible. And more importantly, one very big difference was that, for example, the pellet launcher and energy pellet combination, since they didn't work in water, needed to be moved. Hence, it being there, and the other one being within the wall, I changed a bit of the toggle settings, but basically, the room now actually functioned the way it was intended to, I believe. Well, we'll watch the clip now and see how well it goes, because in my own opinion, while it worked good, the main problem during this test seemed to be my own involvement. I am aware that the portal gun can pick up and place blocks. Please do not do that to destroy the entire room. That would be horrible. I like to think of it like an adventure mode kind of room. Don't break or place blocks while in there. Also, any items you may need should be in there at your disposal. For example, if I think you need the long fall boots, you should be able to find a room with them in a chest, if that's the case.
Interesting.
It won't be in this case, but for example, for future ones. And, by the way, leave all your items in the chest just outside the test chamber. So, right over here, we have Test Chamber W, should you choose to accept this mission.
It seems that you're set up for more of these things.
Yes, if it, I like this. It feels like when I was younger, I would make mazes for people to play. It's kind of like mind games, for example. Like, trying to see if I can get people to think the same way that I do, perhaps. Puzzles. I like them a lot.
I'm going to expand the storage capacity over here.
Oh, you're carrying that many items, are you?
Yes.
Wow. Did not expect. I appreciate that, though. Thank you.
Let's just say
Dear
that, well...
God, what were you doing before coming here?
I suppose you don't want me to have any armor on either, do you?
But do make sure that your food is at full, just in case. I wouldn't want you to starve to death unnecessarily. Some starvation may be on purpose.
I see. Interesting.
Anyway, welcome to Test Chamber W. This one in particular is the only one I have right now, but you'll come to realize why it's named such. Good luck.
I guess I go here.
Yes.
Ow!
Oh,
sure, you
the first
make
step,
the doors close on me.
The first step might be a bit of a pain, but what's
interesting?
What's something without a bit of pain? I know. I
like how it basically just pushes you in there.
I'm a bit of a fan of, I guess, trying to get what's the word? People to think a certain way.
Let's see.
Yes, you're gonna have to have your wits about you for this.
Oh, well, I'm doomed to that in that case. Let's see, I can't get up that way.
I do hope daytime. You may have to use the computer. Well, obviously.
Yeah, I already did that.
Okay, good. That is the first step. After that is where Hannibal needed help.
Well, let's see. We get the portal gun here.
Oh, good. That
Some
door
buttons
opened
should
this
be
time.
pressed more than once. Find the cube. Huh.
Oh, he left already.
Let us see here. Last cube, shoot. No, let's not fall back in the water. Let's see. We'll go here. Whoops. And we'll fall back in the water again because that's how we do this. And, well, that did something. I don't know what I did, but I just stepped on some pressure plates that I don't know if I was supposed to get to.
Pressure plates?
Yes, let's just say I'm a little creative in my usage of the portal gun.
But they're inside the wall. How would...
Oh, but you can actually put the portal inside that little hole if you happen to be in the right place.
Well, like I said in the rules, wooden pressure plates are meant for cubes, please.
Well, I didn't know that was wooden pressure plates back there.
Oh, fine. Well, okay. The holes with okay, there are only 2 in the room. Those 2 are for the cubes. There are several buttons you may need to press.
See, I haven't found any buttons yet.
Okay, look. Look up here. Come over here. See, it's easy for me because I built the room, so I know how it works, but, you'll notice a hole way up here. Like
at the top of the room?
Yes. Of course, getting to high places with a portal gun won't be an issue.
Well, it might be a little bit more of an issue now.
Why's that?
Well, it's getting a little bit soggy in here.
Why are you only using them on the wall surfaces?
I don't know, because it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Okay. I'll give you a hint. The ceiling is portable. Do you see the button now?
Let's see.
Look.
Ah, there's a button.
Yes. Looking around the room is good. Now that you've activated the natural time limit.
Well, it's not as too much of a time limit. I mean...
Yeah, that's true. I told myself I was going to try and count how long it took before the room filled with water and it drowns anyone inside, but I forgot to do that. I really should have.
Let's see, how many times do I need to push this button? Oh, he's bringing a book to you.
Oh yes, the little golem is fictitiously making notes. This is a
I
distinct
see.
after all.
Now, where would those cubes have appeared at?
The way that the cube button works is there can only be 1 cube at a time. When you press the button, the previous cube disappears.
Well, that's a nuisance, but it said that it was meant to be used more than once.
Yes, because there are 2 cube buttons. I mean, I did leave a note telling you which one you don't need to press at first, thankfully.
Oh, I went up here. Huh.
Oh, you can pick up the cube with G, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure... Is it in that little slot up there, or...?
The cube?
Yeah.
No, it fell to the center of the room, didn't it?
Oh, there it is.
Ah, that makes sense now.
It was hiding at the bottom of the...
Yes.
the little bit of a lake that I'm coming up here. Let us see here. What button is it that shoots the cube forward? Or
Left click, but I don't think it shoots it that far.
Not as far as I'd hoped.
You may have to literally hover, move so that the cube is hovering over the hole, and then just simply press G again to drop it in. Is how I designed it anyway. If you can find other solutions, I would be very much impressed.
Okay, now, you go in there. There we go.
Ah.
I heard something open.
Good man. Good man. Actually seeing what opened.
If I can actually manage to push the button while swimming. There we go. That does not seem like a good thing.
Oh, there's only one slight problem with that. Remember, now that you've seen what it does, I will mention 2 things. The blue button actually has 2 functions, so you will have to push it again. And that pellet launcher is being activated by something that means it only pulses once. Therefore, you need to set up the portals to make the pellet go into the right button, or go into the right place.
I see what we're doing here. Let us see. If I Here would be the slight problem.
What's that?
You can't put portals underwater.
Exactly. But do you see where the pellet is supposed to go?
At the top, right?
No.
Oh wait, no, that's not the.
That's the cube dropper. Now the pellet launcher is right over there, or the pellet catcher, that is in that corner of the room. You see it? Look around.
Let's see.
Look around. Look around.
There it is. That one.
Yes. So you need to get.
Now let's see. Where did that launcher go?
Funny enough,
As I go sinking to the bottom of the lake again.
Now that the water is getting higher, you can look around a little better.
Well, sort of.
Sort of. That closed it. And then you'll have to hit the blue button one more time.
Let's see.
To activate, etc. There it is. Oh.
Oh, my portal moved.
So close. Do not touch the high energy pellet launcher. I will tell you right now, touching it is a very painful death. Oh, did it activate?
I'm not sure. I heard it like sizzle, or like it fizzled out.
Very, very good. I mean, the catcher itself will have visually changed if that worked. But that's good. You are probably halfway to completing the room now. Which is good, because the room is also halfway.
So in other words, I need to see if that changed its color or something like that.
Just to confirm that it worked, but I think you're right. I think it successfully succeeded.
It's like a blue border around it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's changed or not.
I can go check very carefully because I really didn't add any other visual clues to whether it worked or not, but I think there was an audible one confirming that it worked. But I'll just double check that, since being dubious is not part of the test. Yes, that correctly did what it was supposed to do. The launcher is activated, and it will remain activated for the rest. So you don't need to worry about the launcher anymore. The launcher may still fire pellets as part of other things, so I would recommend that you still dodge it should it be fired. Again, you dying does result in failure, as expected.
Okay, so that cube is now there, but I didn't hear it actually do anything.
Oh, did you put the cube in the right hole? Let's see here.
I put it in the last slot because I only saw 2 spots to put a cube.
Yes, but was it opened?
I think so.
Oh, yes, you did open it. Did it do anything? That is a good.
The spot to put the cube was open.
Good, yes. Honestly, that was the second thing that the blue button's function does. So now that happened,
the cube is definitely in the right spot.
Oh, good. That did what it was supposed. Oh. Oh.
Is there too much water breaking things?
No, it's just I need to remind myself that my portable hole tends not to like redstone. So it's okay. It did do what it was supposed to do. Something? I just might have destroyed it at the same time that your thing worked. It still worked. Did that complete the test? Let me think. Look up. Is there now an exit? Or is the water stopped filling the room? Those are the two.
Well, I think the water is still going. I hadn't noticed that it changed up there, though.
Oh, but did it? Did it change up there?
Whoa! Oh, it changed all right. I just have to manage to, like,
Oh, congrats!
There we go.
Congratulations! Hi. In that case, you've succeeded. You've successfully completed the test, and probably in the quickest manner possible. I mean, Hannibal did have a little bit of a problem in that it was impossible to complete it when he helped me fix it. So
Interesting.
there is that. There were a bit of
Oh.
glitches.
I'll leave that there.
Oh, what happened? Did you pick up something that you weren't supposed to pick up?
Well, I still had the portal gun.
Ah. Okay.
Because I didn't realize that I needed to leave it before leaving the room.
Oh, no. I think you could... Let me see. I seem to be trapped in the room now that you've left a portal in the ceiling. And... Oh, I could just...
Well, that was the only place I could reach. That was the only place I could target.
Oh, that makes sense. There we go. Oh, me and my jetpack seem to be having some issues. This is mildly funny. Oh, no.
If you go through the portal and just don't touch anything, you should drop right on the edge here.
In the floor again, yeah. Okay, I'll turn the jetpack off. That might be my folly.
Or here. I'll help you. Now you can go through the portal.
Oh, perfect. Oh! Oh,
I was
that's hilarious.
I was helping.
I know. Now I can actually double check if the backup mechanism is working, which is turns off the pump and turns on the exit pump. And yes, that's working very nicely. Oh, I love it. Now I'll just wait.
That's cool.
See, I hadn't seen anybody build a trap in Minecraft yet, wherein people possibly, you know, the room fills with water and people drown, so I decided to build a test based around it.
That's pretty cool.
I
like.
Thank you. And I do plan for other ones, perhaps, in the future. In the secret base underneath my house. I suppose it's not that secret. Well, maybe.
That's pretty cool. So now the question is, do you just kind of... I'm just being nosy.
No.
The question is, for all of your redstone, do you have a spot where you can actually get to it, or do you have to go through the portable hole to get to it?
Well, there are different ways around the base that I can get to it. But otherwise, you know, just break through a wall, walk in, is pretty simple. Or, wait, not here. Where is it? Not here either.
Well, I see some redstone down here.
Yes, but it's not exactly fully accessible here. There we go. Yes, and then you can get to everything right over here. If you were curious on how the pump system worked.
Wow, that really goes down. Oh, hi, skeleton.
What? I thought I lit up the basement. Anyway, here.
Oh, he's all the way down at bedrock.
Oh, good. Annoying little buggers. No, they are not part of the test. But if you're curious how the pump thing works, this is it.
So what is it pumping into?
The room, or it's both pumping in an infinite... It's taking an infinite water source and putting it into the room, and then pumping it out into an infinite negative water source, is how I call it, which is just simply a liquid void, which will erase any water source placed next to it.
So is it a Zirconium infinite source, or... Ah.
Well, not Zirconium infinite, but just the liquid void is the key to the whole thing, really. And the fact that...
but I meant how... Because normally the red power pumps normally will destroy all the water source blocks as they take them.
Yeah, unless they're infinite.
It actually takes this... Well, it actually takes the sources, and even if you take sources out of an infinite block, they don't regenerate.
Well...
At least that's what I've seen.
This is, that's how I've been running it, off of, an infinite source. The problem that I foresaw was, how do you remove infinite water sources? And my solution? One liquid void.
Interesting.
It worked. It worked really, really well. I mean, the only limitation, of course, is that, unless it's not daytime, you know, that's when the pumps may have some issue running, because it, you know, the thing with the pumps is that I have them running infinitely in both directions.
Oh, so they're always running?
Unless, well...
And it just changes direction, or...?
As soon as you activate the test chamber, the pump pumping into the room will pump infinitely, until the room is filled to the top, and there is no escape. But then, of course, there's no room to pump, so it'll still use up power, but it won't actually put source blocks in other places. And then the opposite direction, it will drain the entire room forever. And then I have to come in and manually tell the computer to reboot. But then,
Interesting.
everything is fixed. Actually, in fact, on resetting the puzzle, I also have to destroy the launcher and place the pellet catcher and place it again, because there's no way to reset that, I'm aware, except destroying and placing it again. And there might be some minor cube things I have to do, like drop the cube back onto bedrock level so that it isn't in the chamber, because part of it is getting the cube.
Oh, so it basically keeps the cube in
away from the player until he presses the button.
Totally. So basically, the cube doesn't really get regenerated; it just gets drawn to that dropper thing. Or does it actually create the cube every time?
I believe it, but there's only ever one cube, is the thing. As soon as you press the button, the other one despawns and it puts another one, wherever the dropper is, I think, is how it works. Or that's how I've interpreted it to work. What are you doing?
I'm just looking. You have a vacuum freezer.
Yes. I'm making ice, maybe, slowly. I realized that ice is another liquid that I could be storing in my tanks, and I decided I'm going to do that. I am lord of all things that are useless. You know, I've got tanks of poison and liquid nitrogen that don't have a purpose in the game yet. I really should give you something for completing the test and actually not dying, because that was a possibility. You could have trapped yourself in the wall when you went in there.
So you know those rural bees?
Yes. You were looking.
I could really use that serum, because that would save me having from needing to go out and set up an aviary or alivary rather and breed them out there.
Absolutely. I should definitely give you a few of those, because I know you have a replicator. I don't know why I don't have one yet, but I don't.
Yeah,
Let's see, where did I keep rural? It should be in the chest of ones that are not that important. As in, not the end of the line.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about actually breeding from there, but I just don't want to have to go and
go to the
set up the alveoli out in the middle of nowhere. And
well, you could if you wanted to get the serum, or if you wanted to get the bee in your database. Sure, I will definitely send you over one of those. Rural species, there it is. Oh, it's still got 13 charges.
See, I should be able to even get them running in the local area. Perfect. They just won't do their full production out in my area, I don't think.
What else could I give?
I know you can't breed to them.
Right.
Oh no, that's fine. That's all I really wanted.
Okay. No, seriously though, it's
I don't
very
want to
fun for me to build tests and actually have a point to playing them other than success. You know what? I think I know what I will do. I should put a wall somewhere, and it will have like completion times, perhaps.
That could be interesting.
Yes. Depending on where the other ones go.
You just need a pressure plate or tripwire or something that trips when they exit to stop a timer.
Well, so far, I've been recording everyone's progress through them, so all I need to do is look over the video.
Well, yeah, you could do that too. That's pretty cool. You gave too many hints, though.
I know. I should shut up.
You really did make it easy.
Yeah. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think for the next.
Although I will say that the with the pellet launcher, you probably do want to do something that lights up that it caught it.
Activated. Yes, that would be very simple. I just need to build another light, not inverted light, and connect it.
Yeah, just because otherwise, yeah, there's nothing that is obvious that actually
that is a very good suggestion. Perhaps next time I won't give any hints at all, or even better, I'll just send somebody a text saying, "Do this to get to the next test chamber," and then I won't even need to be online for people. That'd be kind of the only problem I'd have with that is that if the chamber did kill them, getting their items back, I wouldn't be there to retrieve the portal gun. But if Lasquatch does have a renewable way of getting wither stars, perhaps that wouldn't be so bad. I may be able to put up some sort of trade for him.
Well, he does have plenty of wither skeletons or wither skulls.
I heard he needs titanium, and I've got a stack of it. With no point. Anyway, thank you so much for playing.
Indeed, that was fun.
I will let you know whenever another chamber is made. And there you have it. Mr. Nite did succeed. Of course, I learned one important thing when testing. It's actually quite difficult to record somebody else doing your challenge and not comment over it. There's gotta be some sort of good balance wherein I can test people and still have it not be boring. Especially since I need to not give hints. That was the biggest lesson that I learned today on Test Chamber W. Even though it is extremely vague, that was the point, so making there be more not me talking hints isn't necessarily the solution. No, I think most of the kinks are worked out, and in fact, we'll see if this is the case when Squatch tries it out on the next episode of Cryptocraft and Test Chamber W. Let the testing continue.